I never have compared myself to MJ because our games are totally different. I have been a pointing forward my whole life. I have always looked for the pass. MJ kind of looked for the shot. He looked for the shot. There are a lot of things where I would say my game is a lot different and a little better than his. But shit, he was fucking great. We're both great. We're both great basketball players. There are a lot of things that MJ did better than I do, and I think there's some things that I do better than him. That's just how the game goes. There's a lot of things that I can say in particular. You already know how this conversation is going to be by people. Man, I think I am one of one. I think the way I play the game, I am a one-of-one player, and MJ as well. A fucking unbelievable basketball player. I think his mid-range jump shot was unbelievable. He did so many things great. I grew up fucking analyzing everything that he did, how he could get to his spot and rise up above everybody. Obviously, his post-game was elite. His will to win, I think that is a trait that we all know and that we all wanted to be like. His determination to win. You can look at both of us and say that you love both of us without trying to shit on the other person. And usually it's shitting on me, but I know for sure that I've done my part in this journey. I never thought that I could be him, but I dreamed of the opportunity to live in the shoes that he lived in. I dreamed of being able to be in a big game and hit a game winner as the clock went down. I dreamed of having my own sneaker. I dreamed of flying through the air like him. I dreamed of people screaming my name. Everything that he did. I needed inspiration from certain people in music and in sports during my upbringing. I needed that. When I was younger, I used to have the notion of like people were getting on me for losing in the finals. And when I was younger, I used to listen to it. Like people would really rather you not make the playoffs or lose in the first round than to lose in the finals, which is crazy to me. And I almost feel like, is it because it's me? Everybody has to say something about my career. Oh well, he made 8 straight finals, but he was only able to win 3. He's the leading scorer in NBA history, but he's played 23 years. Yeah, but I am also fastest to 1,000 points, fastest to 2,000, fastest to 5,000, fastest to 10,000. So when I started realizing it was just a knock on me, I started to appreciate it a little bit more. Like I am pissed off that I didn't have a better winning percentage individually in the finals. But for people to try to turn it into a negative, it doesn't bother me like it did when I was younger.
Are you kidding me? No way, dog.
LeBron, your greatness is undeniable. 4 rings, 4 MVPs, all-time scoring leader. 20 plus years of dominance, nobody can erase that. But if we're really talking about the greatest basketball player ever, then Steph Curry belongs in the conversation with Michael Jordan more than you do. Here's why. Steph didn't just dominate the game. He changed the game. MJ inspired a generation to be great. Steph changed the way basketball itself is played on every level around the globe, from elementary school to the NBA Finals. Every player today pulls up from 30 feet because of Steph Curry. Every team now prioritizes spacing, shootings, and pace because Steph forced basketball to evolve. LeBron, your greatness was built on being physically unstoppable. At 6'9", 250 pounds with elite speed and vision, you were a once-in-a-lifetime athlete. But Steph built a dynasty with a skill set nobody thought could lead a franchise, something him and Jordan have in common. He wasn't supposed to dominate this era. He was called too small, too weak, too injury-prone, and yet he became the most feared offensive weapon the sport has ever seen. You needed super teams to secure championships. In Miami, you formed a big 3 with 2 of the 5 best players in your same draft class, one of which who already a champion. In Cleveland, you joined Kyrie, an emerging star, and traded a number 1 pick, Kevin Love. Both were number 1 options before you. In Los Angeles, you paired with Anthony Davis, one of the best offensively and defensively dominant players of the 2010s era. Steph built something different, a culture, a system, a movement. And before anyone says Steph had help, let's be genuine, because every legend had help. MJ had Scottie Pippen and Dennis, Kobe had Shaq, Magic had Kareem. Steph Curry is one of 3 players to win multiple championships without a top 75 player of all time. So his 3 years with Kevin Durant, which is way less than the names mentioned before, gets drastically overrated because they did what LeBron couldn't in 2011. I'm not gonna hold Steph's entire career to media voted awards that don't matter when he's averaged 27 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists in the finals, playing in an era that called you the GOAT. An era where the media just felt like you were entitled to every championship. You are the undefeated king and hypotheticals in their eyes. So Steph at 6'3", having final stats that only 14 other players in NBA history have, is way more impressive than being gifted accolades by media voting. When defenses see Steph cross half court, panic starts immediately. Double teams 30 feet from the basket became normal because of him. There's never been another player in NBA history who bends defenses like Steph Curry. Not Shaq, not Kobe, not Jordan, not even you, LeBron. When Kevin Durant joined Golden State, people acted like Steph needed KD. But the truth is, KD joined an unselfish team that Steph already built. A team that already beat you in the finals when you were up 2-1. A team that already changed basketball forever with the way they played the game. Then came 2022. Everybody said the dynasty was over. Steph answered with one of the greatest finals performances ever and won finals MVP against the best defense in basketball. He also averaged the least amount of free throws in the finals for a finals MVP. SGA could never achieve something this great. That ring changed everything, because now the argument isn't just about accomplishments. It's about influence, fear, and transformation. Michael Jordan made basketball global. Steph Curry made basketball evolve globally. And LeBron, for all your greatness, there's a reason people still debate you versus Jordan while diminishing Steph's legacy. It's because Steph represents represents something bigger than stats. He represents evolution. And if the GOAT conversation is truly about the greatest player the game has ever seen, then Steph Curry absolutely belongs at the table with Michael Jordan and not you. MJ didn't play for stats. He didn't play for accolades. He played for championships as the leader of the team. And that's something only he, Kobe, and Steph have in common. One team, one dream, one goal.
Ready to go, LeBron? Where's the powder?